All right, well, welcome back to Soda City Live. If you have a business or a brand, listen up. We're going to be giving away some free jewels to help your brand to stand out so that you can cash in on more of those financial opportunities. Joining us today is brand manager Thaddeus Williams with the T Williams Agency, or Experience, I say. So I'm so glad to have you joining us today. Now, you have established an amazing brand yourself. So tell us, you're more than welcome. Tell us how you're able to help your clients in the same way that you help yourself.
Right, so branding is everything, and it's a crucial part of elevating your business. I always tell people to elevate your business, you need to be sure that you have a great branding and marketing strategy. So that's what I'm here for, to help people elevate their business, take their business and brand to the next level.
I love that. And you actually shared a couple tips with us, but I have some advice. I have a question because I see this a lot. There's so many people that are just so great at what they do. They have so many businesses, so many great ideas that they don't know how to separate them. So would you recommend them have this one big business, or kind of break it off and have separate brands?
I say have separate brands. Each brand represents something different. So you want a separate brand so that you can capture that audience for that particular brand or that business that you're launching.
So more brands just means more work you got to put into it.
But it's okay. It's going to be good for your customers and your consumers so that they can have that brand recognition and you can have that brand identity, because your identity may look different for each brand.
Oh, absolutely. And you actually shared 5 tips we're going to pull up on the screen. 5 tips to expanding your brand or elevating your brand. Yeah, so the first one, you say define your brand identity. We kind of touched on that when we mentioned having those multiple brands. So tell us a little bit more about why it's so important for you to define your brand identity.
That's very important, because you want your customers to know exactly what your brand represents. So defining your brand's mission, value, those things are very important at the onset, so that people know exactly what they're getting into, exactly the services you're offering, exactly what you mean, what you stand behind for your brand.
And I think that helps you as a business too, to understand what services you can provide.
Absolutely.
Because I think sometimes if you're not clear, it doesn't translate well, because if you don't know, how are they going to really
That's
understand?
exactly right.
All right, so we also saying know your audience and have consistent visuals. Tell us about those two.
So knowing your audience, you need to know your audience, your demographics. Who's watching you, who's following you, who wants the services that you offer. So you need to know your demographics. You need to know their behaviors, their buying patterns. You need to study that so that you know how to market your target audience. With knowing the visuals, yes. So you need to create a consistent visual platform. So that means your logos, your design elements, all of those things needs to be consistent across your platform, so that that helps with your brand recognition. So if they see for example, my logo, they'll know that's Thaddeus.
Right.
So if they see Sierra's logo, they know that's Sierra. So that is very, very important. And when I do consultation calls with my clients, that's one of the things that we talk about, is that brand recognition.
And then the other two, you have deliver on promises, and the other one we can tell just by looking at you, personal style. So let's talk about delivering on promises, and then we'll talk about personal style.
Sure.
You know a thing or 5.
So delivering on promises, always be sure that you're meeting the customer's expectation. So if you say that you're going to do something or be somewhere or ship that package out in a timely manner, you need to be sure that you meet that goal, because that helps your clients build trust and loyalty with your brand.
I love that. And now let's talk about style.
Style. So a lot of brand managers do not offer style management or styling for certain people. I do. So you want to be sure that you stand out. Sometimes people say, well, I just need to go through a total revamp. That's okay. So you have a certain signature look that you want to keep consistent across the continuum of where you are being represented. That's fine. So I do personal shopping. I do one-on-one consultations for styling with people. So that is something that's very important, and I have fun with it, but it's very important to not only me, but to your brand.
And you have a lot of great tips that you shared with us today, but I want our viewers to understand why it's important to understand your brand and even invest in a brand manager.
Yes, so I tell every business owner you should have a marketing budget. And that is very important, because if you market well, your business will be successful. If you do not, then people won't know about you.
Right.
And they won't know where to find you. They won't know that brand recognition. So you'll just be another person doing a thing. So you want to be sure that you have a brand manager or a marketing person that you hire that is a professional, so that they can help elevate your brand.
I love that. I think oftentimes now, especially if I am going to to patronize a certain business. If they don't have a website, most times I don't, because I'm like, how do I know you're real?
That's
Especially in this day and age of technology, when there's so many people portraying to be businesses and they're actually not, and it's like a scam. So I'm like, I need to see a website. I need to see some real reviews that weren't all done within the past hour.
That's right.
Or more than 2 followers within the next, you've been open a week. So yeah, I think it is very important to establish a brand. And I'll also add to this, and even though I know this is your profession, that a lot of people just know what they know. They think they know their business, and they feel like a business can run successfully based off of their talent, their product, their service, and just having the support of people around them. But people don't really understand, how can people know what it is you do if you are not promoting and marketing it the right way?
Every day you should be promoting your business in some form or fashion. You need to be promoting your business. I don't care if you go to old school street marketing, street team marketing, or you're on social media platforms promoting your business. So you should be promoting your business every day.
Speaking of promoting your business, how can our viewers get in touch with you so that you can help them get this process started?
Yeah, so you can reach me, email booktwilliamsagency@gmail.com. My number is 803-521-8005, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Teddy S. Williams.
I love it. Well, Teddy, thank you so much for joining us today, sharing these wonderful tips, having this great conversation with me, and helping our viewers to understand the importance of branding. And a big shout out to your clients, too, that have invested in you, because, listen, brand is important. Like, even myself, even though I'm here with WIS, I am still a brand.
That's exactly
WIS is a brand, and I'm a brand underneath a brand, and I represent a brand.
That's exactly right.
All right, well, we'll be right back with more Soda City Live. We're going to take a quick break.